YTBC, what's the deal? So I was looking at some fights last night. Alexander Povetkin. Watched the Mariusz Wach fight, the Klitschko fight, the Hook fight. Who else did I watch, man? There's another fight. I watched about five fights yesterday. A little bit of that Chambers fight. You know, first of all, let me say, excuse the ladders. If you start hearing ladders rattling around, it's about that time. The weather's nice here in the Twin Cities. So those you know that I own a business, is when the weather's nice, that means I'm working, man. I'm out and about working, and so I'm out in the field right now. But one thing I'm noticing about this fight, man, is, you know, I think it's a 50-50 fight, but the more I break down, and I actually favor Alexander Povetkin, you know what I mean? But the more I'm breaking down tape and I'm just looking at it, you know, as good as an amateur background that Povetkin has, he's a former world champion, he is going to have a hard time dealing with distance. You know, even in the Mariusz Wach fight, although he won the fight, he dominated the fight. I'm not saying he lost any rounds in the fight, but when both guys were at distance, he just seems like he's in a little bit of no man's land. Like he'll try to dip down and then come in. That's his little move. He'll dip down to the right or left, and then he'll try to step his way in. And sometimes when he steps in and he doesn't hit you, he'll just step in and he'll just stay low, and then he'll stand up and grab or hold or walk right into a clinch. Sometimes he'll step in and throw punches. A combination that I noticed that Povetkin loves to throw is this little, it's like a hook / uppercut to the stomach, and then he likes to come up top with it to the jaw. So it's like a double left hook that he likes to throw, that he's really good at throwing, and then after that he likes to crash over an overhand right. And all that's fine and dandy, but if he cannot find the range, man, he's going to struggle in this fight. I can see him being out jabbed, and that's one thing that Deontay Wilder has added to his repertoire, is although he has a very high knockout percentage and he's knocked out everybody except Bermane Stiverne, he will, you know, fight off his back foot and use his jab. He will use his jab to keep you off balance. He'll use his jab to keep you honest. And then we all know he has that crushing right hand that will end the night on you. You know, so I don't know, man. I just think Povetkin's going to have a hard time dealing with this length of just the reach, man, and then just when he's not in punching range. He could just stand out there and he won't really do much of anything. Whenever I've seen him try to jab from the outside with anybody that has a reach on him, he gets out jabbed. Not losing the fight, so don't, you know, I know some of you gonna say he beat Mariusz Wach. I know he beat him, but when they were jabbing each other, and Wach didn't have that much of a jab. For a big guy like that, he didn't work his jab enough. He was pretty much just putting up the high guard, letting Povetkin get off, or he'll just pretty much push his jab out there, then bring it back. He'll push it and bring it back. He wasn't really working it effectively, or tripling it, or doubling it, or changing the velocity, or dropping levels, or stepping over and then jabbing, or just trying to jab at Povetkin's chest there. I mean, he wasn't doing anything significant with his jab, man. You know, but although Vladimir did a lot of clinching in that fight, he was using his jab, though, man. He was using that jab, and he was just keeping Povetkin off balance a little bit. Even to some degree, Huck was using the jab, but a jab and just keeping your distance on Povetkin is going to give him trouble. It doesn't mean he can't win, but that's just one thing I want to point out. I'll be dropping another video about some things that I think Povetkin can exploit when it comes to Deontay Wilder, but just getting this out there, though. YTBC.